Hi CCC family, today we're going to learn how to make the RBG Ginsburg Legacy Collar. But first I would like to show you how to never get a twisted chain again. If you don't already know how to do this, it will be a lifesaver and very beneficial for this pattern. So let's do a slip knot and chain 7. You can make any chain you want, but I just wanted to show you how to do this. So now I've chained 7, I'm going to pull up my loop, and then I'm going to place my hook into the first chain. I'm going to pull up my work and go through the loop that we were just in. Now I technically have 2 loops on my hook, but I'm only going to go through this first one here. Just leaving my hook nicely into that first chain. And doing this will allow my work to never get twisted. I hope you find this helpful. Let's get into the pattern. For the materials today, I used Fashion Crochet Thread by Red Heart and a size 3. This is 100% mercerized cotton, and it was 125 yards, and I definitely did not use the whole skein. I am using a 3.75 millimeter hook or a size F. You will need a pair of scissors, a darning needle, or you might call it a crochet needle, and you will need stitch markers. I use yarn, but you can use whatever you wish. So let's make a slip knot. And then we're going to chain 104. And this is where that great little trick in the beginning comes in handy. After you chain your 104, you will slip stitch to the first chain from the hook, making a circle. Now this is a fits most pattern, so you might want to make sure that it fits comfortably over your head, so you can increase or decrease chains as needed. So we have our 104 now. We're going to slip stitch to the first chain. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. That counts as our first double crochet. Then we're going to go into our next stitch, making sure that it is your next stitch, not where the chain of 3 is coming out of. And you're going to put a double crochet. You're going to continue to double crochet all the way around. And we'll meet back up again when we get close to the end, and I'll show you how to finish off the round. Okay, so we've come to the end of the round, and we need to put one more double crochet in our last available stitch. And then we're going to slip stitch to the top of our chain of 3 from the beginning of the round. Then we're going to chain 2. That counts as our first half double crochet. And then we're going to go into our very next stitch and put a half double crochet. We're going to put half double crochets all the way around. Once we get to the end of this round, I will meet you back up again to finish off. So we've reached the end of our round, and now we're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain of 2 from the beginning. Now we need to do a row of single crochets, so we're going to chain 1, and in this chain 1 space, we're going to put our stitch marker. I pull up my yarn so it doesn't come undone, and I place the stitch marker right there in the slip stitch. I pull my loop back down, and then I'm going to single crochet in my next available space, and I'm going to keep single crocheting all the way around. When we get to the end of this round, we'll meet back up again, and I'll show you how to finish it off. So we've come to the end of our round, and we're going to place our last single crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch where we have our stitch marker. Pull your stitch marker out and place your slip stitch. Now we're going to single crochet in our next available stitch. Then we're going to take our stitch marker and put it right into that single crochet. We're going to pull our yarn back down, and now we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to skip 1 stitch and go into the next stitch and place a single crochet. Then we're going to chain 6 again. Then skip 1 stitch, go into the next, and put a single crochet. One more time, chain 6, skip 1 stitch, go into your next, and put a single crochet. I would like you to continue this all the way around, and when you get close to the end, we'll meet back up again. We are now getting close to the end of our round, and I wanted to show you the last few chain 6s. So you want to chain 6 again, skip 1, go into the next stitch, and now this will be our last one because we have that 1 to skip right there. So you will chain 6, skip the next stitch, and then you will single crochet into where your stitch marker was. And now you've completed that round. This is what it looks like so far. Now let's slip stitch into our first chain of 6 and put 1 single crochet into that same space as well. Into that single crochet, we're going to place our stitch marker. Then we're going to chain 6. We're going to go into our next chain 6 space, and we're going to put a single crochet. Then we're going to chain 6 again, go into our next chain 6 space and put a single crochet. And again, chain 6, go into your next chain 6 space and put a single crochet. You're going to do this all the way around, and when you get to the end, we'll meet back up again. We are now close to the end of this round, and we're going to chain 6, go into our next available chain 6 space, put a single crochet, chain 6 again. Now we're going to remove our stitch marker, and in that space we're going to put a single crochet. Now you are going to repeat what we just did in the last round. You're going to do that 3 more times. That means in total you will have 5 rounds of the chain of 6s. Now that you've completed your 5 rounds in total, we're going to do our last round. We're going to slip stitch into our first chain of 6. We're going to do 1 single crochet, and then we're going to put our stitch marker in. We are then going to single crochet once, do a half double crochet, chain 3, and we're going to do a picot stitch. So after the chain of 3, we're going to go down to the base, go through these 2 loops, pull in our yarn, and do a slip stitch. We are then going to half double crochet and put 2 single crochets. And this is what that looks like. So again, go into your chain of 6, do 1 single crochet, another single crochet, a half double crochet, and then we're going to do a chain 3 picot. That means we're going to chain up 3, then we're going to go to the base of this, go through these front 2 loops, pull in our yarn, and do a slip stitch. Then you will again do a half double crochet in the same space and 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. So let's do this one more time. In your next chain of 6, put 1 single crochet, another single crochet, a half double crochet, a chain 3 picot, so chain 3, go to the base of this, front 2 loops, and work a slip stitch, then another half double crochet in that same space, 1 single crochet, and another single crochet. And you're going to keep doing that all the way around. When you get to the end, you will slip stitch to right where the stitch marker is, just like I've been showing you. And once you do that, that will complete this project. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments. You can find me on email, on Facebook, and on Instagram. Please look in the description for all those links and some great videos like my beginner video. I'll see you guys soon. Happy crocheting. Bye-bye.